That was Nikhil's phone.
Hey, so we talked to you after you were drafted, obviously the excitement of that moment. What do you feel you've been able to work on so far in the summer and kind of prepare as you get ready for your first season?
Yeah, I think from summer league to now, it's just really been, focusing in on my three-point shot. I put on the size, gained some weight over the past couple weeks. Just being in the weight room and eating the great food that the chefs got. They got us good in the practice facility and everything, but really just understanding the game, understanding the offense, getting in with the coaching staff, seeing what I need to do to get on the floor. It's going to be defense, reading closeouts, being able to finish plays that Trey and other guys can create, and just different stuff that I can help and bring to this program.
Hey, Asa, Coach talked about being impressed with how much you've improved in such a short amount of time. Maybe what in your past has helped you kind of be a person that can process feedback quickly and implement it quickly?
Yeah, I just think that's how I was raised, just from my family, and going throughout the whole, just AAU. You playing so many games, so much film can be watched, but it's just my circle has been super small, and the guys who I trust, they've really implemented that on me.
Hey, so we saw you in Athens with Trey at the Georgia-Alabama game. Were you able to link up with Trey earlier to do any kind of workouts or anything like that?
No, not yet, but I'm looking forward to do that.
Hey, so first of all, go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Second of all, so at Georgia, you played a lot of center. Even in Summer League, the first game, we saw you play center, but we also saw a good bit of action at the power forward. What do you view yourself more as long-term?
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of the game, is positionless. So I wouldn't, put a hard position on me. It's just, seeing what matchups I got and seeing the players who are with me on the floor. So, I mean, a hard name would be a power forward for sure.
So basically, I went to Tech, so I'm not going to speak on that. But I'm really impressed with the offensive rebounding, like one of the highest rates of any prospect in recent history, and that translated in Summer League. Where did that motor come from? Where does your feel for sort of like understanding where the ball's going to rebound to? And can you think you'll see that translate into the NBA as a rookie?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of big bodies on the floor. But where I got it from is just from my brother, just seeing, like his work ethic is just like, it's always 110%. Even, watching him, I was at practice with the Dogs this past Saturday, and just seeing him, continue to, be who he is just the motor. But I just feel like I have a knack for that. Just watching the ball come off the rim and, being so quick, I'm not overly strong, but, I just got to play to my strengths.
Forgive me for the two-part question. The first one being, who is the player that you're probably the most excited to taking the floor or sharing the floor with in the NBA? And then let me just ask that question first.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, growing up, I was a Hawks fan. Over the years, Trae Young has been, going crazy in the city. So just playing with him, being able to, help finish plays, catching lobs from him.
What is the best piece of advice from maybe a current or a former player that you have received, and who was that?
Yeah, so, Jacob Toppin, he's been, with me in the Summer League. And also, him and I have a really strong bond on the team. And, it can be whatever, but he's always just, giving me advice, telling me how, like, holding my follow-through on my shot, or, Nikhil this past summer, we did a little mini camp in Toronto, and, I was just studying his routine. He was telling us at dinner, and, just get into the gym early, doing your work. But that's what I'm trying to figure out my first year, is what my routine is going to be, because, I got all this free time. I don't have to do schoolwork anymore. Don't tell my mom that, but yeah, that's just me, my routine. Just figure out what my routine is going to be, keep your circle small, and, just stay in the gym, take care of your body.
Asa right here. What's something you learned about yourself over the summer league that you might not have learned about yourself playing at Georgia?
I feel like I've always kind of known myself. I always felt like I have a good understanding, but honestly, it was just like the spacing is way different. I'll just say that in the aspect of, you know, in college you can have the defense. They're all compacted in. They can sit in the paint. So there's a bunch more. There's different like holes in the defense that I can attack. I appreciate y'all.